welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about some new makeup releases and whether or not I think I want to buy them or I don't want to buy them or what my thoughts are on them. I have filmed one video like this before. There are some influencers out there who are like on top of their game and they film these every single week, and I wish I could be one of those influencers, but guys, I just can't. Okay, I'm scooting over just a little bit so I can put some screenshots on my screen for you. So I'm looking at Trend Mood. If you are unfamiliar, and I'm sure you are actually familiar, but Trend Mood is a great Instagram page where she posts all the latest and greatest makeup stuff that's coming out. So I will link her Instagram down below, but the very first thing I see are these lipsticks by Nars. So these are, it looks like they are soft matte tinted lip balms. Oh, they're lip balms. They're not lipsticks. I love lip balms. So it says they're tinted and they're sheer, they're lightweight, they're layerable, they're diffused matte color. This sounds right up my alley, you guys. I love stuff like this. They look like they're pretty colors too. They're like nudes. Ooh, the color Unrestricted. How much are these gonna be? 28 bucks. Ooh. That's a lot. Okay, next thing I see is by One Size Beauty, which is Patrick Starr's brand. So it looks like he's expanding it a little bit more with some primer. So this is the Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. And there's also some like little patches for under your eye. Secure the Blur Hydrating Under Eye Patches. The under eye patches don't speak to me. I don't think that's something that I would be interested in purchasing. The primer, however, I am interested in. So it's supposed to be a hydrating, blurring primer that minimizes pores, evens out texture, and controls shine while gripping makeup for all day. I mean, what more could you want in a primer? That sounds like a dream primer, in my opinion, like everything you could ever want. So I would be curious. He has come out with little miniature versions of some of his stuff, so maybe if he comes out with a small one of those, I'll pick it up to try. So one of my favorite influencers here on YouTube, Instagram is Samantha Ravndal, and she is coming out with her own makeup line. Finally, she's been talking about it for what seems like years, and it's called Auric, I think is how you pronounce it. I haven't had a chance to watch her like reveal video yet, but her products look really cool. So it looks like she has like some mix-in illuminating liquid products. These look a lot like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, which is a product she really likes. In fact, I purchased that product off of her recommendation. So I have a feeling she created this like based on that particular product. It's not something that I use very often, so I probably won't pick up her version of it, but she also is coming out with eyeshadow like singles, or maybe they're duos. So it's a cream shadow on the bottom and then a powder on the top. And the idea is you're supposed to like mix the two together. I love cream eyeshadows. These Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize are like some of my favorite eyeshadows ever. So these look really nice, you guys. There's a few colors. The color Temper, or maybe it's called Smoke Reflect. No, it's called Temper. Beautiful. It's like a beautiful beige rose gold color. Since it is her own brand, they're probably not going to be sold at a place like Sephora. So I'll have to buy off of her website. So I'll be curious to see like discount codes, shipping. She does live in Canada, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Okay, so a new release that just is not really sparking my interest at all is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is her, what is the name of this collection? Iced Out collection. So it looks like there's an icy highlighter, a lip gloss. What else is in this? Diamond gloss, crystal gloss, and that's it. Ooh, it's peach scented. Okay, that kind of changes the game. I'd be curious to at least smell it. But I really don't need very many more lip glosses. And as far as highlighter goes, I have learned a lot about myself and my makeup preferences in the past like year-ish. And I know that I don't wear icy white highlighters. I just don't. I go for the more natural glow, typically like Hourglass type products. Charlotte Tilbury, the more like natural. So this just does not speak to me at all. This is something where I cannot decide if I want it or not. It's by Tarte. It's their Tartlette Juicy palette. So their holiday collection included something called a Little Juicy. So it's like Little Juicy, Little Toasted, Little Bloom or something like that. And I was like, Little Juicy? Is there a Big Juicy? Well, I guess that was kind of a sneak peek into their Big Juicy palette. And the colors in this palette are so up my alley right now. They're those pink beige colors that I freaking love. The thing is, I know I have these colors in other palettes. I probably have them over and over again in other palettes. It used to be such a unique color that you couldn't really find anywhere, but you can definitely find it nowadays in palettes. So I don't know. I would kind of like to see some reviews on this palette before I purchase it. It's a little bit on the expensive side. It's $45. It's a little bit bigger than the palettes that I tend to purchase nowadays. I like much smaller, more compact palettes. This one looks like it's big, bigger than their original Tartlette palettes. So I'll have to see. I wish I could see it in store, and I wish I could swatch it in stores, which I know we can't do. But the colors in this palette, you guys, like bright eyes. I'm so excited about it. Those pinks, those beige pink mattes, ooh. So Colourpop is definitely our fast fashion of the makeup world. It seems like they have a new collection weekly, sometimes twice weekly. So it's so hard to keep up with the Colourpop world. But I do see that they have, what is this called? Off Melrose palette, where it looks really pretty. It looks really pretty. It's cool tones, which is kind of like something that I've really been liking lately. There's a lot of glitters in it, but the mattes in this palette are so pretty. It looks like there's a good variety of like maybe some sequin colors, some metallics, some glitters, some mattes. It's all sort of on the neutral side, so it looks very wearable and approachable. I don't know that I'll buy it. So the last Colourpop palette that I used, or I have, is the Hocus Pocus palette, and I think that was definitely just more of a nostalgia, more for the collection than, you know, the product itself. So I don't know. This is another one of those things that I wish I could see in person. Okay, looks like my girl Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with some hyaluronic Happy Kiss lip mask plus plumping effect lipstick gloss balms. Holy moly, that is the name. What is the actual name of this? Is that the name? She needs to shorten that name. Oh, it's just called a hyaluronic Happy Kiss. Okay, that's a little bit better. These look right up my alley. They are glossy, they're balms, they're not too pigmented. Packaging is A+. The colors are so beautiful. It looks like there's 8 different colors. Anything that is hydrating or balmy, slightly tinted, those are the lipsticks that I go for. They just are. So she hasn't had anything like this before. The last thing she had that I actually purchased was like one of those pH adjusting lip balms, but this seems almost more, what's a plumping lip gloss stick. How much are these? Does it say? 34 bucks. Ooh, that's a lot. Something off the bat that I know I'm just not interested in at all is KKW's fragrances. So I talked a little bit about these in my last video that I filmed like this, and something about her perfumes, just the first launch that ever happened, I didn't like any of the scents, and I just haven't really been drawn to that line ever since that happened. I don't know. I don't know. So I feel like I have enough perfume. I mean, these are so cute. So they're little, they're like Valentine's Day themed. So they're shaped like little hearts, and they're really cute. I feel like if I was in high school, this is something that I would love like my boyfriend to purchase for me. Like there's one that says Bae on it, or like my best friend, there's a BFF one. They're just really cute, but I definitely don't need any more perfume. So another thing, or another line that I seem to have very little interest in is Kylie Skin. I know it's available at Nordstrom now, which is like good for Kylie. That is a huge accomplishment, but I just, I think of her products, I don't want to say I think of them as cheap because they're not. They're, you know, they're sold at Ulta. I know they're made in the same lab as Colourpop, and Colourpop is a more drugstore affordable brand. And I remember there for a while, like the first few launches of Kylie Cosmetics got really bad reviews with like the lip gloss wands and the, you know, and so I feel like I just got off on the wrong foot with Kylie products. And so when she launched her skincare line, I just feel like it's definitely more for teenagers, maybe. I don't know if that's the crowd that she was trying to attract. I was gonna say attract, but it doesn't speak to me. I much prefer like my Fresh Beauty, my Kiehl's, things like that, just products and brands that have been around for a while, that are tried and true, that have a credible results. You know, I'm getting older and I really want to take care of my skin, and so I gravitate towards brands that really know what they're doing. Not that Kylie's skin doesn't know what it's doing, it's just I feel like it hasn't been around long enough to have that credibility. You know what I mean? Okay, it looks like Alicia Keys is releasing her own skincare line. I wonder what it is about like 2020 and now it looks like 2021. Celebrity makeup lines and skincare lines are just popping up left and right, and it's exhausting to keep up with. Like, I'm kind of just over it, you know what I mean? But with that said, Alicia Keys has fantastic skin, you guys. Her skin, it's just like glowy and smooth and beautiful. And when I watch her on The Voice, she is gorgeous, you guys, and her skin is amazing. My hesitation with celebrity products is I wonder how much involvement they actually have in creating the products, or is it just a bottle that they slapped their name on? You know what I mean? So I would love to know more of the background behind this Keys brand. Like, was she involved? Did she sit in all the meetings? Did she test out the products herself? Are these the products that she actually uses, or are these just something she slapped her name on? You know what I mean? But it looks like a very luxurious brand. It looks very spa-like. I can imagine walking into a massage parlor and like seeing a wall of Keys skincare. It looks like there's some sort of scrub, an oil perhaps. So there's a golden cleanser, an exfoliator, a mist, a mask, a balm. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. And a moisturizer. So I don't know. I would be very curious to see people's reviews on this. I wouldn't be opposed to trying it out. So speaking of the celebrity makeup skincare stuff, so the last video I filmed like this, I think JLo Beauty was like sneak peeking, but now it's a thing. It's available at Sephora, so that's good. It's readily available, easy to buy. It looks like she has a kit with 4 products in it. There's a cleanser, a serum, a night cream, and a highlighter. So it looks like it's more skincare driven. JLo was another one of those people like Alicia Keys where her skin looks great. JLo's like 50 and she looks like she's 25. Like, she looks amazing. I feel like that lady does not age. So if I could look like JLo, then sign me up. But I do feel like I'm pretty set on my skincare routine. Again, I wonder how much involvement she had in actually creating these products, or did she just slap her name on something, you know? So I would love to know more of like the background behind a lot of these, because I just hesitate, you know? Okay, it looks like Pixi is coming out with a new line of stuff. I was just talking about Pixi in my Ipsy January unboxing because I got a Pixi product in my bag, and I was really excited for it because Pixi is one of those brands where every time I walk by them in Target, I always come this close to purchasing something from Pixi. I feel like their products are always so cute, they're eye-catching, the packaging is nice, it draws me in, but it's a little bit more on the pricey side for a drugstore brand. It's usually in the like $15 to $25 range, and that just seems very expensive for a non-high-end brand. You know, for something that you find at Sephora, sure, I expect it to be that much, but not Target. So I almost always turn around and I don't buy anything because it's just, it teeters that line of like drugstore high-end, you know what I mean? But I've always been curious about them. So it looks like they have a lot of new stuff actually. Are these highlighter palettes or... So it looks like there's a Mind Your Own Glow Radiance palette, so that must be a highlighter palette. Shapeshifter palette. Oh, it's like a sculpting palette. Oh, so like contour, highlight, okay. A lip palette and an eye palette. So I don't know if these are influencers that they're collaborating with, but it looks like each one of these products are collabs with people. Cool. Nice. That makes me really excited when companies do that. So yeah, Tina Young, I don't know who these people are, but I'm proud of them. Good for them. Okay, last thing I'm gonna mention in this video is another collection by Colourpop. I was looking at the picture and it didn't look like Colourpop, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is definitely Colourpop. So Colourpop is collabing with Animal Crossing, which I know is huge right now. Everyone talks about Animal Crossing. I have never played before, but I'm not opposed to playing it, I just haven't. So I feel like this is really gonna appeal to those Animal Crossing folks that love makeup. I'm sure that is a group out there, right? It has to be. But it looks like there's a couple of eyeshadow palettes, some blushes, some glitters, some, ooh, lipstick sticks. Those look cool. Again, you know, I kind of already talked about Colourpop a little bit. I wouldn't be opposed to trying this, but I kind of feel like this needs to be saved for like the Animal Crossing fanatics out there.
Okay guys, so I'm sitting here editing this video and I went to Trend Mood to get my screenshots and I see this that just popped up. Holy moly, I am so excited about this. It looks like this is Natasha Denona's Valentine's Day collection. She has a mini love palette. Her mini palettes are only $25, which I think is pretty affordable and great quality for that price. I have the full-size love palette and I really do like it. It looks like these colors are different. I don't recall. Maybe this one is in the love palette, but I feel like they're different. I could be wrong there. Does it say? No, it says they're inspired, so not necessarily repeats. And then this palette looks so cool. There's a cream blush, which I am way into cream blushes right now. And then this highlighter is really pretty. Even the lipstick is really pretty. So I don't know. This is definitely like high on my wants list. Oof, why did I have to see this?
Okay guys, well that is the end of my, I guess, will I buy it? It's what Samantha March calls it at least video. I hope that you enjoyed watching me talk about my thoughts on all of these products. They're so fun. This is such a fun video to film and I wish I could film them more. So yeah, thanks for watching. If I can link any of these products, I will link them down below, but who knows what's gonna be available by the time this video goes up. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.